Hey, it's Coach Justin from Ultimate Baseball Training. Welcome back to another video, and today is all about bat speed. I'm going to give you a few pointers that you can add to your swing right now today to unlock more bat speed so you're crushing the ball harder and further. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it. All right, the very first thing, and don't laugh at how basic and simple this is, but hold the bat in your fingers. I think although this is extremely fundamental, extremely simple, I think a lot of times as hitters, we can get away from it. A lot of times, you know, we start holding the bat a little bit deeper into our hand, and then eventually it gets down into our palm. And before we know it, we don't have as much bat speed and we don't have as much bat control. So I encourage you, go back to the basics. I know it's fundamental, but this is something that you definitely need to check. Just get into your natural grip the way that you've been, you know, holding the bat over the past couple of weeks or whatever, and open up and see, oh wow, I'm holding the bat a little bit deeper in my palm than I would like to, okay? So we want to hold the bat out here a little bit more in our fingers. We also want to hold it slightly out like this at an angle. We don't want it angled in towards our palm. We actually want it out at an angle like this, kind of like if you were just to grip a hammer. So if I had, this is an oversized hammer and I was gonna beat this ball off of a tee, I wouldn't hold it in my palm like this because I don't have as much control here. I would hold it out in my fingers, and that's how I would do that. That's exactly what you want to have in your baseball swing. So I promise you, if you hold the bat out in your fingers, you're gonna be swinging the bat so much quicker. And again, try this out, test it out on your own. When you hold something like a hammer in your fingers, you have so much more accuracy and control. That's what we want, right? We want to be able to control where the bat goes. We're going to have a higher batting average because of it. All right, the next tip that's really going to help you with your bat speed is barrel tilt. If you just think about, as you're loading, tipping your bat in towards the plate, it's going to basically deload your bat a little bit, make it feel a little bit lighter, and it's going to give you a head start, and it's going to lead to more bat speed. So specifically what I mean is, if you watch practically any successful major league hitter who hits a lot of home runs, has a lot of bat speed, all that good stuff, you're going to notice that when they load, you'll notice, and it's very, very subtle, but watch the barrel, and as they load, the barrel tips slightly towards the plate. Now this is really over exaggerated, it's not that much, right? But just to see what I'm talking about. So it's gonna take a little bit for you to get this timing within your own swing, but I promise you it's gonna help you hit the ball harder and further, and it can just be a little move. So, you know, you're sitting here, hopefully you have a little bit of movement with your bat. You don't wanna be completely still like a statue when the pitcher's delivering the pitch. You wanna have a little bit of movement, stay nice and loose and relaxed, and then as you go into your load, it's just a simple tilt with the barrel in towards the plate like this, and that's gonna then allow you to easily get your bat on plane with the pitch. All right, moving on, the next tip, I think this is really gonna help you out. This is a great refresher. You're swinging until it's a ball, all right? And you're thinking, well, how the heck does that, you know, make a difference in my bat speed? Well, I'll tell you, when you step in the batter's box and you have a passive approach, and it's easy to say, no, I have an aggressive approach, but do you really? Because this is something you always need to revisit. If you step in and you're kind of thinking about, you know, okay, I'm gonna see if this pitch is a strike, if it's a good pitch, and then I'm gonna decide to swing. If that's kind of your mentality, then number one, you're gonna be late on a lot of pitches. You're gonna feel frozen, like you just can't get things going, right? And that's not a good feeling. But also, when you finally do decide, oh, that's a good pitch, I should probably swing, you're not gonna have near as much bat speed and as much force behind the ball as if you were to step in the batter's box and say, I am swinging until it's a ball. And this goes back to the yes, yes, no approach that we always talk about. But you gotta step in the batter's box with an aggressive mentality of, if he puts it anywhere near the white of the plate, I am banging, I am swinging, yes, yes, yes. He goes into his windup, yes, 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 yes. Boom, you're gonna have so much more bat speed and power. So you're swinging until it's a ball. It's so much easier if you recognize the pitch is a little high or a little outside, or, you know, not the pitch that you're looking for. It's so much easier to just at the last second kind of put the brakes on and say, nope, take that one. So much easier to do that than try to decide every pitch whether or not you're gonna swing. And the last thing I wanna really touch on is separation. And specifically, I'm talking about, you know, separation from your upper body and your lower body, and really allowing your body to walk away from your hands. So too many times I see a lot of hitters who, when they get into their stance, they start with their hands in a position like this, which is completely fine, but they go into their load and their stride and their hands really don't move at all. And so then when their front heel finally drops and they start the rotational component of their swing, their hands aren't back here. They don't have any stretch. They don't have any separation. So really all they have is to throw their hands at the ball. Now, I mean, that's fine, but you're not gonna have a lot of bat speed and a lot of power that way. The way that you generate a whole lot of bat speed and power is it's kind of like a rubber band. If I have a rubber band wrapped around my fingers here, okay, and my fingers are only stretched that far apart, there's not much built up there. There's not much energy. However, that same rubber band, if I stretch my fingers far apart like this, there's more and more and more force that's being built up as I stretch my fingers further apart. Well, it's the same with, you know, walking away from your hands. So really what you want to do is you don't want to artificially push your hands back, but as we stride forward towards the pitcher, our hands can stay in the same spot, but our body moves this way, and then all of a sudden we're just like that rubber band. Then we get a good stretch here. If you get into this position here, you feel a stretch here, you feel a stretch here, right? Then you get into a great launch position. This is going to deliver so much more bat speed and more power. So there's a lot of great ways you can work on this and get that feeling. One of them is just working on going from your stance and going slowly through your load and your stride and getting to a good launch position. Another thing you can do, you can put a little resistance band on an L screen or a fence or something like that, and just basically, you know, you're holding on to the band, and you just, as you stride forward, your hands stay in the same spot because they have that resistance there that's keeping them there. So then you're gonna get that feeling of that stretch here. You can also do it, a great way to do it is have a PVC pipe. So maybe a 6 foot tall PVC pipe, and just hold it here like this. Okay, so imagine it's a little bit taller. I'm holding the PVC pipe, and all I have to do is stride forward, and the PVC pipe is gonna keep my hands in the same spot, so I still feel what that really good stretch feels like. And then it's gonna take a lot of time on the tee and soft toss and front toss and BP before you get the hang of it. But the more separation that we can generate, the more bat speed we're gonna be able to generate. All right, so that's it. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. And really quickly before you go, I want you to grab my free Bat Speed Boosters workout. This is a workout that's gonna help you take your bat speed to the next level. It's filled with specific drills that are gonna help you really boost your bat speed and your power. And the best part is 100% free, like I mentioned. So to grab that, all you have to do, click on this card right up here. Just click on that card, that'll take you to a page. All I need is your email address. That way I know where to send this free bat speed workout, all right? So go ahead, do that right now. Last thing, if you're not subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn your notifications on. That way you're notified whenever we release brand new baseball videos every single week. Until next time, I'm out.